And welcome back to the Games, here with the family. We finally see this reveal. I was talking about this for days, posted on Twitter. Here's the next picture. Here's the next picture. Here's the next picture. I told them if I was at a strip club, I'd have lost my boner by now because there were just so many versions of this dark silhouetted ship. But now we can finally see here. Let me just get myself out of the way. The Rsi Mantis, the front looking very RSI, the back, the booty end. Not quite sure it's looking so RSI, but hey, we can see the interdiction sphere. A lot of people saying this isn't the Rsi Mantis, this is the Rsi k-lis. Well, that shows in the source code. There's a big discussion. Let's see here. There's another picture of it. It's a single-seater interdictor. There's two different ways it interdicts ships. There was a discussion being had about the name of the ship because in the source code, it actually showed k-lis. There was discussion of perhaps it being half Xi'an and half human, but personally, I'm not quite sure that's the way it is. I really think this is an RSI ship that is a pure RSI ship that is called the Mantis, although that's up for debate right now. But here we see pictures of the interdiction sphere, an article done here that I'm going to read for you guys, the basics of quantum enforcement. These are the ways in which this Rsi Mantis is going to be able to quantum entangle and force, as it were. And we can see here, let me read this for you guys, that at its core, quantum enforcement gameplay is about stalling quantum travel using a quantum enforcement device. The device is comprised of 3 rings housing in the rear of the craft, as we saw with that red sphere. As Tome suggests, there are 2 basic features of the Mantis that prevents players from safely zipping from one end to the persistent universe to the other: quantum snare and quantum dampening. This is going to be able, the quantum snare literally is like a net that will catch ships out of quantum travel. Now, how you're going to be able to place this, not quite sure. It's going to be difficult to place this net, but if you follow different types of routes that are being had by other players, perhaps you will effectively be able to nab these out. We're not sure yet. We have to wait for gameplay to see if, in fact, snaring is a viable means in which to interdict ships. Quantum dampening is the other side of the spectrum in terms of the interdiction capabilities of the Rsi Mantis. It says quantum dampening is when you saddle up to ships and then prevent the quantum drive from activating in the first place. So literally locally, you're going to be able to interdict ships locally, power up a bubble, as it were. We can see that. I'm pretty sure that's the dampening feature. It will be interesting to see what the quantum snare is going to look like. Probably like a red net of sorts or something. And we're being told that this is going to be inserted into 3.7, that this ship will be flyable. Now, this is, what we've been looking up now since this news has just come out, but we're pretty sure that this is going to be able to be released in 3.7. Not quite sure right now if the mechanics are going to be in place, if in fact you're going to be able to interdict in 3.7, but the ship, is, according to what we've been looking up, will be released 3.7. If you guys have any further information, please comment in the video below. But this is the ship here. I love the fact that Cloud Imperium Games continues to insert these new kind of game mechanics into the game. We talked about the Nautilus and the mines and how tactics are going to change as far as fleet-to-fleet battles, as far as protecting assets and resources. We talked a lot about the Nautilus, and here we have another new game mechanic that is like an interdiction bubble, as it were, and also being able to throw a net out. These are really cool features that are going to be put into the game, and some sooner than others. This is really interesting to me. I hope you guys enjoy the content that is going to be flowing here on the channel. Big thanks to the family for helping me out with all the information as the news is breaking here. We're literally putting this out now. So thanks, fam, for doing everything that you like, all the support and the love. Wonderful stream today. You guys go over to my Twitch channel. We've just had one hell of a stream today. And thanks everybody for watching this vid, and we will see you in future vids.